Hey there, Wargamers, Just Around Paint here, and today, boom, we're going to check out some Battletech. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you are new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in to help support what I do. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Battlefield support objectives from the most recent Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter. Not sure when this force pack will be available for general purchase, but I got this in my most recent pledge, and I'd like to pop it open and show you guys what we've got here today. All right, guys, so the next box up here is the Battlefield Objectives Battlefield Support box. So we're going to pop this open, give you guys a peek at what's inside, and yeah, see what we've got. Again, as with the other ones, I'm not sure what the MSRP is on these without going to the backer kit to look, and I don't remember right offhand, so it is what it is. But we will pop this open and let you guys see, give you guys kind of a peek at the box there at the beginning. But let's get it open and see. It seems like a very large box, if I'm honest, for what is in here. I've got some mech boxes near me I can grab for example. So I've got the Legendary Mech Warrior box, which is basically the same size and has 6 mechs in it. This has 4 vehicles, which seems odd to me that it's so big. These other ones, this has 8 vehicles, same size. It also looks like it's got the same backer. It does, the same picture in the back on that. But when you come and you look at some of the units, and this has got 4 mechs in it for the volume. So it seems, I mean, maybe they wanted all the vehicles to have the same size box, but it seems a little inefficient on that one. If you're already going to have this size box, maybe find a way to, you know, have more vehicles or something in it. I don't know. That said, we'll go ahead and get into it and pull that out. Just something that I found a little bit interesting given the size of the other boxes. And I'll give you guys a moment to check out the picture in the back there. Yep. And as I've said in other videos, it'd be really nice if those were inserts that you could pop out and use as little prints or something. Though the vehicle one that they had there was not quite as cool as some of the other ones that I've seen. And I apologize right now. I'm getting, I feel like I'm sound a little funny. I'm having a little sip of the beverage as we continue on with the video here. So my throat's a little scraggly. So let's check out the cards that came with this box, and then we'll check out the units. So we have got the MASH truck coming at 6 points, usable in all eras. TMM2, 10 wheeled, 100 for damage. E&E, MASH 5, search and turret. I'd have to look up what the MASH 5 is. I don't remember. For the move in the TMM and the 1 damage, it's a nice little point sink just to annoy people. There's that, because it moves, and TMM2 can't, you know, if it's going for objectives, can't really ignore it. So that's interesting. I've got the AMS variant, 3 points more. So this one's got TMM2, 10 wheeled move, no damage, 3 life. AMS, case, FC, MASH 5, search, turret, AMS. So this one would reduce incoming damage. I'm pretty sure AMS is not AoE from around you, so like it's not point defense for your allies, unless that's what the turret AMS is. I don't know. This one's only usable in the Dark Age No Clan era. It does no damage. So it costs more, and it reduces incoming damage from LRMs, SRMs, and IF. But doesn't really do much beyond that, so unless this gives it a bubble where it applies to allies, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I don't see much of a use for that one. For the mobile long tom, 37 points, 4 tracked, 0 TMM, 100 for damage, 5 life, ART, or artillery 1, EE, HTC, Mech HQ, and search, usable in all eras. Mech HQ, if you're using those rules, is good, because then you can get the bonuses for initiative and so forth. Don't remember what EE and HTC are. Again, stuff that doesn't come up that often. And then artillery. That's a long tom, so I imagine that's the big 2 damage, 6-inch pie plate is what I bet that is. Don't do much with artillery, but it is a bunch of points, and not very hard to take out, so you'd have to hide that thing. This one's coming in the same point cost, usable in all eras as well. This one moves a little bit faster. It has TMM1, 6 tracked. Actually, it has more life too. Yeah, 1 more life. Looks like the same abilities, all eras. So for the same point cost, let's see, that one's got case, it still has HTC, it doesn't have Mech HQ, so I guess that's the the trade-off. Do you want the Mech HQ or do you want the TMM? Then we have the mobile long-tom artillery support carriage. Okay, so that's probably going to be this thing here. This is coming in 11 points, usable all areas, no damage, 0 TMM, 0 move, CT5, EE, ENE, HTC, and Mech HQ4, recon search. So can't blow it up. I guess it's something that would be probably pulled by the long tom, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I guess you'd have to probably, look up some of these and see what they're useful for, since it does no damage. So I'm assuming that's going to pair with a long tom. Again, I don't use a lot of this stuff, so that's why it's not as obvious to me what you might do with it beyond just hitting people with artillery, which these don't do, or this doesn't. It's some kind of support thing. This one's coming in at 11 points as well, all eras, and then just different abilities. Are they the same abilities? E. So this one doesn't have E in. So yeah, if you're interested in those, probably have to look that up in the book, find out what they're going to do for you, but at least getting a preview of the cards here. Mobile headquarters, TMM2, 12 wheeled, 21 points, all eras, 110 for damage, 5 life, CT1, ENE, Mech HQ, recon search, turret. So yeah, this one could have some uses. The Mech HQ is probably going to be helpful if you're playing with those rules so that you can get the bonuses to initiative. This one's coming in 3 points less. I like that it's got a higher TMM. 14 move, 3 TMM, 0 for damage, usable in all eras, 4 life, AMS, case, ECM, Mech HQ4, search, and turret AMS. So, yeah, I guess it'd be more of an objective grabber, or using the Mech HQ, mobile ECM. That's pretty good if you're trying to shut stuff down. So, I feel like a lot of these vehicles are going to have like niche cases for you if you're using those optional rules and so forth, or maybe some campaign play. I haven't read all the rules for the battlefield support cards for classics, so I'll just give you guys the front and the backs of the cards so you can see what they are. I don't play a lot of classics, so I didn't actually read through all the rules for how to use these because it's unlikely to come up for me. But I do have them should I wish to use them in classic if I jump in. But right now, the people I play with are skewing into Alpha Strike. And I suppose we only got the Mass Truck, the Mobile HQ, and the Long Tom, and that's probably because the Long Tom and Classic, I imagine these are meant to be used together. Probably something like that, attached, or maybe like this, I don't know, attached, who knows. Maybe they're part of like one piece together, whereas in Alpha Strike, they're 2 different units. So that said, let's go ahead and check out the models. So we've got the, I think this is the Mass Truck. I kind of wish there was a variant that had the thing jutting out the side like the picture shows. Let me back up here and grab that. It shows this thing jutting out. I think that would have made the silhouette a little more interesting. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, details look fine. Panel lines are reasonably crisp. They are competing with 3D prints on the market. That's going to need a little cleaning, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, when you're picking these up, that's what you're going to have to contend with, or consider is the value of it versus how much you can get something for the on the secondary market, or third-party market, if you're worried about that kind of thing. Oh, hey, I didn't see this in here. Hi, get out of here. So it would appear that you have a little separate part that you can glue on. It goes, I think, right there. Yep. So it is. If you wanted to have that part that I just referenced, you can totally glue that on. Cool. I didn't see that in the bottom of the bin there, so it definitely sort of in there. Usually these little things are like a little baggie, and there's very few things that have multiple parts for their plastics, especially ones that you need like glue. So I didn't actually see that, and that one definitely needs glue. So it's cool that you get the option to put that on. That's kind of nice. Let's check out the Mobile HQ here. And making sure to see if there's anything at the bottom. Yeah, so it looks reasonably cool. I like that it's got a little curvature to it. That's interesting. Actually, you can see where that hinges, and it would whoop whoop whoop. Wheels and stuff look nice. The dish up here, not as, I mean, it's a dish. It's not as flashy as it could have been, but I get the limitations on what's going on here. That's probably the only part that doesn't look as cool as the rest. The back of it looks fine though. It's just the top's kind of lackluster with detail. But that's probably just limitations on what they could actually do. So yeah, a little tiny vehicle. Looks cool. Again, when you're looking at any of these, you're going to be basically probably might already be familiar with third-party options. So when you go to pick these up, you're going to be trying to determine what is going to be a good fit for you. This is the Long Tom artillery. And you can see where it was 2 parts. This top went in. Not too bad. The treads get a little soft for details, unfortunately. It's a pretty rough mold line. It's just sculpt in general is a little rough back here. And you can see where this stuff's getting a little washed out down here. And that's some of it. It's a little bit of the limitations of stuff at this scale, and some is probably just QC issues. That said, I think there are other plastic injection stuff on the market in a similar scale. I think Cav's doing it, and their vehicles look pretty good. So you can only give Levy excuses so far. But yeah, that tread looks pretty rough. But honestly, if you're looking at it, you're probably looking at the top portion here up anyway, and then probably looking down. So you're really not going to see it, but if you were looking for the details, that is a thing. And then finally, we have the support carriage to go with the Long Tom, which I'd already kind of picked these up before, but looking at it anyway. And I thought it went this way, but maybe it actually goes this way. Is that thing supposed to move? Oh, it does move. Okay, so little part hinges here. Some of the turrets and stuff move too. Once you spray these with primer, they're probably going to get gummed up and stuck, so I'd probably put them where you want them before spraying. But I suppose this probably more realistically kind of maybe tethers like this, and this is the thing that picks up missiles, or the artillery, and loads it. Because it looks like there'd be guys here, but I feel like it makes more sense that it goes this way. That would make more sense to me, right? Is it on the picture in the box? No. There's no picture showing how they go. Yeah, maybe there's one online. I was kind of curious because obviously this little arm would be what's picking up the artillery and then loading it, and the shells are all pointing that way. So it's like, is it picking up? And this arm's like over there. And it's tethered. I'm not sure, because it looks like there'd be like people in here, but then it's like, well, am I driving this direction? The loader picks up the missile and loads it in here, and that little arm extends. I'm not sure. I'm sure someone on YouTube land could enlighten me as to the orientation of this, or I could probably look on the Kickstarter. It probably has these lined up the way they're supposed to look, but I digress. Let's actually take a look. I feel like the treads on this one actually look better than the Long Tom. Yeah, they're way better. So if you can see here, if I can get my camera to focus, I'd struggle. Oh, there we go. Struggle button. These treads are a little bit sharper in detail, and you can see those are kind of washed out. So, and the back's just kind of muddled. But the treads on this one definitely look better. So this Long Tom might have just had some QC issues. That might be what was occurring. But yeah, fancy little truck guy. Not a whole lot to super digest on that one. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what we might use this for on the tabletop. I know that the box lists it as the Battlefield Support Objectives. So maybe you're using them as objective markers instead of game pieces. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are using these for, and some of those abilities that I was unfamiliar with. Let me know too if you want, because I'm not entirely sure. But that is the Battlefield Support Battle Truck Objectives box. And yeah, it's a good first look for you guys. And there you have it, folks. We've got a good preview of the Battlefield Support Objectives box. If you guys have any thoughts or comments, critiques, sound off in the comments below. If you're still waiting on your Kickstarter pledge, please be patient. I'm sure it will arrive soon. I know you really want your goodies, but be patient. We've got a lot of people still waiting, and hopefully you'll get your stuff soon. If you've already got your Kickstarter pledge, that's great too. In either case, for both of you on each side of that fence, if you have any thoughts or concerns, sound off in the comments below. Let's get some chat going. On that note, folks, I've got nothing left for you today. So if you want to help support the channel, check the description down below. All the relevant, awesome links for helping support me are there. And as always, keep rolling your dice, keep painting your models, and I will catch you guys next time.
Far, you're probably a viewer that already hits that like button when you see a video come up. You're probably already a subscriber, and you probably jump into the comments down below to help support the channel, to help support that algorithm. But if you're looking for some other ways to help support the channel too, make sure you check the description down below. Maybe you want to pick up some paints from Monument Hobbies. That's my paint of choice. The Pro Acrylic line is chef's kiss, good stuff. Maybe you want to check out some of the offerings from Death Designs, where I work in my day job. We got plenty of 3D printed products, as well as MDF terrain, some of the stuff that I have designed myself and we play with here on the channel. And if you're looking to bolster your Battletech ranks, miniatures, and offerings, make sure you check out Bobby from Fortress Miniatures and Games. He's one of the main supporters of the channel as well, and supporting any of these companies helps support what I do and helps to ensure that I can continue to bring content to all of you. If you want to become a super supporter, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon. You guys give that extra little edge to help push more content out, and I really do appreciate that. And my ultimate goal on the channel is to continue to be able to not only put out the content we have now, but to get to a point where you can put out more content later, whether that be battle reports or painting tutorials or just more rambles, anything at all. I'd like to be doing more content for you. This is something that I enjoy. I like being able to cast a light into the darkness to bring a little bit of hobby positivity to all of you and make you feel good, and also enjoy playing games myself. As we do the final sign off here though, I do want to go ahead and switch on over and do the scroll of awesome to showcase all the Patreon supporters, the super supporters of the channel, to give them some recognition for helping support what I do. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys.